Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the second-ranked team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards to keep this drive alive.
The Hokies keep the football on the move. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Orangemen. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but they take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I over the years have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Gives it to the back. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He'll hand it off. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it. And instead, they give up a 1st down. This could cost them.
And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And sometimes you know the quarterback's going to run the ball. You put your defense in position, and he still gets yards. In fact, he makes him pay for it, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Syracuse. No chance to catch him.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. It's a quick grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. And the Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's play action. On the run, going to heave it downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted. An immediate pick six. Wow, a shocking play. And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Tight end makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking right. This one caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So second down after the incompletion. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and go get a touchdown.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Defense showing blitz here. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the tailback's got it again. And tackled there by the defense. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And with that, they regain the lead. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move, looking deep.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Deep shot caught down to the 20.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hokies. This quarterback on fire today. Now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point is good. Makes it a 21-17 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to make a play here. And the return man steps out at the 28. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Tries to get it to the running back. Pass caught. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. The secondary backed up off the ball now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's second down. Snags a quick throw. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's second down here. Looking to throw. It's Wong. Quick throw caught over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moved to the 45.
So if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Looking to throw yet again. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. It's caught downfield.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find a receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Here's the second down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Orangemen. And they will claim the second half lead.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion. The Hokies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught on the outside. It's Paul. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Hokies will try to keep this drive moving.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
He's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll try to hook it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a... Oh, the ball comes loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Hokies. A A fumble return for 6. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Turner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass falls incomplete. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up fourth down. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Launching it downfield. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Syracuse lines up quickly.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Running out of time in the pocket. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. No press here. The defense backing away. First down. Looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. With the catch, it's Vasquez. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Back to throw. It's Wong. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. 1-possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. The offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You'd think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback keeps the football. Has the 1st down, still on the move. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. They'll run the option. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's got it. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Throws it to the right. And he's got his man open downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Defense not pressing this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Syracuse lines up quickly. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Pressure is coming. Slides down to avoid the tackle. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Second down and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. The linebacker shifting around now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Orangeman. Here comes the point after attempt. PHC is good, is still trail though. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee.